What's up, everybody? It is your boy Maniac. We here on the farm, y'all, and we gonna talk quail for this video. Everybody hold them up high. Quail for life, y'all. So I've been asked questions repeatedly about how do you deal with the flies? How do you deal with, it's so many flies. Y'all, it doesn't matter. When you're dealing with a farm, you're gonna deal with flies. If you have any livestock, poultry, anything like that, you're going to have flies. That's something you're gonna have to face. You can combat them. You can do everything you can to fight them. You can do everything you can, but you're still going to have flies. Now, do you have to be overrun with flies? No, you do not. Now, you can buy these fly catchers like you see right here. They help really good. They do knock a ton of them down, but those things are crazy expensive, y'all. So what I've been teaching everybody that I do with my quail pens that has seemed to work the best, no matter what. I just moved probably 200-300 pounds of quail poop just a minute ago. And quail poop is thick and heavy compared to rabbits and all that, y'all. Thick and heavy. What I do is I take a pitchfork, stick it under all my quail pens, pick it up. I try to remove, 2 inches? An inch and a half to 2 inches, at least 2 inches, I would say. Pick it up, take it to your compost, drop it. Pick it up, take it to your compost, drop it. You can do this before you do the prep. So if you have a pile under there right now, this is whenever I would do it. Go get you a shovel or pitchfork, remove 2 inches all the way across. Put it on your compost pile. Yes, there's gonna be flies, y'all, but you're making those flies go over here now and over here. So it'll get less, the more you dig, it'll get less flies here than it is over there by your compost. Now, what you wanna do is as soon as you dig all this up, like I did, I dug it up under every one of my quail pens, you'll notice the flies quit laying. Your quail poop, if you let it get as deep as mine, once it breaks down a little bit and then it's time for the flies to come around, the quail poop is really only so many inches deep. The rest of it's the regular soil on your property and what the worms have already broke down for you. Now, you will have tons of red worms under this, so collect them, keep them, use them, people. Once you start removing it, you'll notice less and less flies because you're actually taking the poop to the compost pile. So now your flies will go over here. Some get lost in translation on the way. Keep working, keep doing what you're doing. And then as soon as you get all of your pens, just like that, as soon as they're all completely cleaned out, then you go and you get a whole bunch of hay if you want. But I go and get a ton of greens to go with the carbon I'm fixing to put on top. So now I have my nitrogen and my carbons, but I put a ton of green matter on top of that poop, and then I go and I get my trash hay, a bale of hay. Hopefully you got a great neighbor. Hopefully you have a good friend. Some people will let you have it because some hay bales sit for so long, farmers don't want them, and people like me do because I use them heavily for bedding and stuff. But cover the compost pile where you put all that poop. Cover it first. Cover every single bit of it. And y'all look, if you'll look, there are no flies. There's not one fly around this whole place. But clean out under your pen. Get your green matter, put it on here. And here, I'll get a close up. There we go. Now there are wasps flying around. Actually, that is not a wasp. That is a dirt dauber, sorry. But I have poop, a whole lot of green matter because I got weeds everywhere. And if you got a farm, you're gonna have weeds. So I just pile weeds on top of it. And then I put hay on top of it. Y'all, it's all gonna break down. It's all gonna form a heat. But look, no flies, not a lick. Look here, no flies, no flies. So does this help? Yes. Will it push them probably to another pen? That's possible that it could do that. But y'all, if you keep putting something, fresh bedding or something down under your pens, I'm telling you, you'll be able to maintain. Now, you don't have to do this all the time. I only do this maybe twice a year. But you let the birds poop on it for so much until, when you notice crazy amounts of flies, then you put more hay on top or more wood chips on top, whatever you're using, anything you're using, let them poop on it a good while, then put another top layer, then another top layer, then another top layer. And all the worms underneath are gonna be breaking it down for you the whole time. It's never gonna get stupid, crazy high, I promise you. but it can get, you know, probably 7 to 8 inches high. But the worms can break it down pretty fast. So mine's never been over 8 inches. I don't even think it's ever been to 8 inches. But once it gets really thick, I take it out. Now, the only reason I take it out besides to compost it is because the rain will start running out. It'll just start washing it everywhere. I keep it dug down so that it keeps it beat down in the ground, and I keep it low. Even when I dig out from under my quail pens, I make a dip. That way the poop stays where it's supposed to, because you let a big mound get up, it will start running everything out everywhere, and I just don't need that. But yeah, that's what I would do. That is the best way you can possibly take care of the flies and the smell. Now, will it smell while you're digging quail poop up? Yes, it will. But you're able to compost, keep your area clean, keep the flies down, and keep the smell out. The minute you put the hay or whatever you use for a top cover, you won't smell nothing. You don't smell anything out of my compost pile or under these quail pens. Just like I've done for the turkeys, as you see. No flies, no muss, no fuss, none, y'all. Y'all, keeping an area with some kind of top coat keeps down the flies. It makes it safer for them to walk around. All the poop, it covers it. It helps everything break down. It makes it cleaner for you to walk on. And as you keep top dressing, when you come in here to clean it up, once it gets so thick, you come in here with a pitchfork and stick in there, and all that's matted together because of all the top coats and all the poop. Y'all, it's a whole lot easier to clean up. You're picking up big, huge mats of it. You're keeping the flies out. You're keeping their feet healthy. And you're able to remove large amounts at one time, start to compost all this and then re-top dress. Start over again, y'all. These are small, simple tactics that I'm here to help y'all learn as we've learned, because y'all, we've made a lot of mistakes. We've cost ourselves a lot of money. We've done everything you can possibly imagine. That's what I've done, for sure. But I've learned that if you can get scrap bales of hay, scrap bales of straw, leaves, y'all, all these people, you ride by their house and they have these bags of leaves and all that. Now, will you have to deal with some dog poop in that every once in a blue moon? Yeah, probably. And but a lot of people won't bag the leaves up because the people ask them not to put dog poop and stuff like that in it. But even if you get it, y'all, you're just using it for animals. Take out what you need, put on some rubber gloves, separate it, dig a hole, put the poop in the hole, cover it up. You'll never know it was there anyway. But simple tricks like that. Pull up to your neighbors, pull up to a neighborhood where you're not even from, and hey, you know, it would probably be nicer if you asked them, knock on the door, and if they, you know, hey, can I have these bags of leaves? But I have just pulled up where they just set them on the side of the roads in a real big city. And I've been loading them, and the people sitting on the porch just laughing because they thought I was crazy. But I thanked them, and y'all, it saved me a ton of money. I brought those leaves home. I think I got some videos on TikTok and Facebook about it, but I brought those leaves home. I put them here, y'all. Now on Facebook and TikTok, I'm known as Hobson Homestead. So you can find me there at Hobson Homestead, my last name and Homestead. But y'all, you find these tricks and these tips. You follow everyone you can, because farming can be very expensive. People don't realize that. It can be. These animals ain't cheap. The feed is definitely not cheap. I've been out here working and sweating. This manual labor is free, y'all, but look at all that compost. What? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. I hope this video helps. I hope it's not crazy, but I try to come in and give some sort of content as much as I possibly can, because I do work a lot of hours and I'm trying to figure out a basic medium in between that. But I love you guys. I miss you guys. Till next time, I'm your boy Maniac. We out.